Kinich has been one of my favorite, most consistently used DPSs since he came out, and now we get to check out a C6 Kinich, so I'm really excited for this. Unfortunately, they stopped doing the creator experience stuff pretty much right before he came out, so I never got to play with him at C6. Mine's currently at C2, which is a good consolation, but yeah. I do want to give a couple of big thanks before we get started. First to Beta for allowing me on his account, and also a very special sponsor that could not have fit more perfectly. I know most people skip sponsored spots, but this one is genuinely cool. The UGREEN and Genshin Impact series featuring one of my favorite characters, Kinich. First, UGREEN is an absolutely goated tech company. I've been using their chargers and cables for years, and I've never been let down. Now this, the Kinich-themed fast charging adventure kit is full of not only useful charging equipment, but it's incredibly cool. The star of the show being this power bank. Huge capacity at 20,000 milliamp hours, up to 130 watt fast charging capability, and a beautiful screen that not only displays useful information like the power being sent and its current capacity, but special animations when you power it on or off. Genshin, with all of its stunning graphics, does do a very unique burst that uses all of your phone's energy. But that's no longer a problem with this bad boy. Besides that, we also got a high quality Kinich themed braided cable. I very much like the color on this. Very nice as well, in that it's capable of delivering up to 100 watts of power. We also got a cute little magnetic phone grip, a very compact 65 watt travel adapter, which is equipped with 2 USB-C ports and a USB-A port for flexibility. Here's me charging my phone, headphones, and tablet at the same time. And finally, this foldable 2-in-1 Qi 2 15 watt wireless fast charger. You can charge your phone and earbuds at the same time and even use the pass-through for something else if you need. Personally, this might be my favorite thing. It's just so compact and useful. So yeah, if you want to get in on this limited edition UGREEN and Genshin Impact series and join the giveaway to win prizes, I'll have some links for you to check out in the description and pinned comment below. And now back to the video. But all right, let's see what we're working with here. We got R1 Fang of the Mountain King. I can't say he's completely maxed, but weapon refinements are honestly kind of boring anyway. Just a couple extra numbers there, who cares? We do have his best set, 4-piece Obsidian Codex. I do want to peep at those substats though. Flower, quite solid, 21 attack, almost 30 crit value. That plume is also insane, over 40 crit value. My math isn't that bad, right? No, it is definitely over 40 crit value. Off-piece Sands, 34 crit value, very solid. Dendro Goblet, of course it's a little less impressive because it's a goblet, but for being a goblet it's still very good, 26 crit value. Then we got the crit damage circlet, which is honestly pretty good. 13 crit rate there is a lot. Stats wise, we got 2,500 attack, very good. Over 100 crit rate when Codex is active, which will be all the time. And yeah, everything else looks pretty good. I personally don't really care about energy recharge on him. Maybe some people do as burst, I don't know. But we got double crown here, so someone who does use the burst, I would imagine probably because of C4. I don't know though, maybe it's still worth using before that, but burst does 70% more damage. Could be like actually really impressive now. Speaking of constellations, since mine was at C2 already, we're mainly going to be focusing on stuff past that. 3 and 5 of course are just the, talent levels. C6 though is one I've been really wanting to try. I know I could probably find the information from Google, but that's no fun. So his C6 essentially allows, that shot to bounce to an enemy and dealing, a pretty huge amount of damage here. And to me, that always sounded like the C6 does actually nothing in single target, and honestly, just for my own sake, I want to know what's the truth there. Knowing me could always work completely different than what it sounds like. Beta's Kinich team is very similar to mine actually. We got Emily and Bennett, but he also runs Pyro MC. According to him, Pyro MC is only here because he can hold on to Cinder City, but I mean, he's also a character that, can't really mess up burning, being a Pyro himself, so yeah, it makes sense. He's one of the non-C6 Bennetters. Should we change that right now? I'm gonna stop hovering over it. I've made that joke like on every account I've ever reviewed that doesn't have C6 Bennett, so, well, to be fair, I haven't reviewed that many accounts, but wait, Beginner's Protector Emily, this guy is not a whale. I kind of thought anyone who would have a C6 any exclusive character would be at least kind of a whale, but I don't think they are actually. I mean, they do have a lot of characters, seemingly not a ton of like 5-star weapons though. I don't want to turn this into an account review. Let's try and keep it to Kinich showcase. Oh, they are a pretty seasoned player though, 2021. Back on topic, we should at least give Emily something that's not Beginner's Protector probably. I don't know, I just run all the 5 stars with their signature. I'm out of my element here. I don't think I'll remember to fix his units, so I kind of don't even want to unequip anything from anyone. You know what, we're just going to leave her in Beginner's Protector because at the end of the day, Emily doesn't really need to do damage. This is also what he told me when you have a C6 Kinich. And that's kind of true. So she's going to be there for her Dendro application. She is of course rocking Deepwood, so that's nice. Weapon we got on Benny Boy, Skyward Blade. I mean, you do have an unraised Favonia right there. And also Miss Splitter. I'm going to give it Miss Splitter for now, but I will give it back to Ayaka. I will do it, Moga. If literally you didn't do it and I'm hearing this while you're editing, log back into his account. And I guess Pyro MC doesn't matter that much besides having scroll. I always mess scroll up. And he also said scroll can kind of act weird when it comes to burning. So I'm going to rearrange the team to what I'm like more comfortable with. I will also try and fix this, but I think this is less bad because it's like you'll see that. Apply Dendro with Emily, and then hopefully MC just comes in, does burn, and triggers Cinder. So we'll check that though to make sure nothing's going wrong there. And then yeah, beep boop, and should be good. So of course, first thing I want to do is good old Dorito boss. This will give us a solid baseline to figure out C6 and if it actually needs to be not a single target. Or maybe we'll just see that from the visuals, but regardless, let's just go in and start doing some stuff. I usually like to get her burst. Probably not super necessary, but whatever. And then I think for him, we just do E and burst and we swap off. Benny time. Let's actually check before we go to Kinich that we actually do have the Dendro bonus. We do indeed 86% now. Okay, cool. Here we go. Boom, Kinich time. Da-da-na-na-na-na. And 637. Oh, you know what? I don't think it even matters if the C6 isn't stronger on single target, because like, what the hell is that? Wait, but how can that be so much stronger than mine? Maybe this damage gets like added on when there's not a bounce to be had? How else could it be so much stronger than mine? What am I doing wrong? I've seen like 400, maybe. No, I don't think I've ever seen 500,000 from my Kinich. Maybe it's the Cinder City. I don't know. I might log into my account after we're done here and see, because I've just recently started using Eon-san, which has Cinder City, but it can't, that can't make that big of a difference. Anyway, I want to see if he has the AoE stuff unlocked, because I still don't. I think you have to do a quest for it. Caesarium Palace, I said that completely wrong, but I don't care at all, even a tiny bit. Complain in the comments. Probably everyone has this unlocked besides me, because it's pretty cool. I'm just like extremely lazy. Oh wait, what? Oh no, he hasn't looked at this yet. So I accidentally got you an achievement on accident. He's never done this challenge. Your goal is to beat my record here, which shouldn't be hard because I'm bad. All right, here we go. Just gonna go ahead and do that. Cinder City's probably working. Oh yeah, these guys are annoying because they're always eating my energy. And we also got to look at that burst damage because of C4. But let's just start with this and try and take a look at the bouncing action. I'm gonna do his burst, which I think you're supposed to do while he's in Nightsoul mode, but to extend the duration, but you know, but yeah. What's the numbers doing? I think I saw like a 56K there. Oh no, wait. I think I just saw his first shot do over 600K again. Does it bounce? Oh, it is bouncing. It's really hard to see though when you're really looking for it. I will slow it down in editing probably. Oh, look at it. It's like spinning there. It's so cute. All right, we'll do one there and then we'll do his burst and we'll try and see what's going on. Boom. Oh yeah, it just bounces. I don't know if it like bounces. Oh yeah, I kind of see what's going on there. I feel like that might actually work in single target. But we one-shotted the boss. That's maybe why we couldn't see anything. Stupid weak boss. We'll have to find someone stronger and better. Okay, so 36. I really don't think that's a good score. Maybe. I mean, we could just go in Abyss, I guess. I know there's a boss on one of the floors somewhere. Oh, there's a new Abyss. Hydro Tulpa. That would be annoying. I don't think we can activate Cinder on him, so whatever. We're just going to pretend that doesn't exist. Can you stop for 2 seconds? I just need one blast off. Oh, he summoned it. God. Why can't anything go right? Ah, I have an idea. Jade Plume is resistant to Dendro, so we shouldn't one-shot him. I mean, I guess we could also just skip Benny, so we do less damage. I'm just trying to see. Boom. It definitely does. C6 definitely works on single target. That's what I've been trying to say for the past, I don't know how long this will be post-editing, but 20 minutes. Why do you have to word it like that? It will bounce between opponents once. It just went up into the air and bounced back onto the same opponent. This implies there has to be 2 opponents. But wait a second, wouldn't that also mean because the C6 is a separate instance of damage and doesn't just get like combined, then his Kinich is just like a lot better than mine regardless of C6? Because like, well, I guess C3, you know, does that, and I don't know if mine's crowned, so I guess that could be it. I gotta go on my account after we're done here and see. Glad we figured that out, I guess. One thing I did want to try while we're here showcasing Kinich is there are some more advanced maneuvers we can do with him, which I think just involves holding his E for a very short amount of time, which reduces the sort of animation from grappling an opponent. I want to start with a normal E so we can have a side by side, see how much faster it is. Obviously with a grain of salt, because I could still just be doing it wrong, but once I pressed E, I just started spamming bullets, so we can kind of also see how earlier we start attacking as well. With the fast method, you're supposed to hold E for a tiny amount of time, and that apparently is supposed to let him start attacking faster, but the actual grapple animation didn't seem any different. I tried on this guy. Maybe that was a slightly better example. It could be a case where you have to be extremely precise for a tiny time save. That was the shortest I could have done it, I think. I really don't think you can do it faster. You can do the same thing with his attack though, the scale spiker cannon. So I just did a normal one there without holding the E. And I want to try that a bit now, see if it's any faster. So here we go. Oh, okay, wait, I can definitely notice that that's fast. Yes, holy hell, I did it right once and I don't even need a side by side for that. It's definitely faster, but you kind of have to aim, I think. Let's try that again. Oh, that's so much faster. I might try and actually incorporate that when I'm playing with Kinich. Oops, I burned to death. The timing is a little hard, and I guess if the enemy isn't in the center of your screen, you might have to move your mouse really quick to make sure you actually hit them. But I guess in most cases, the enemies are just kind of in the middle of the screen, especially when you're grappled to them. Oh, yeah, I think I missed that massive enemy in front of me. Or he just died, I'm not sure. It probably would have hit him, but I think he died right before it would have. Whether it's something worth practicing, like for me, it feels like it is, but I do want to put it side by side because it could just feel faster because the camera is changing a little more. I don't think I'm going to talk during it, just so you can pay attention to what's happening, and there will be some text on screen as well. The last thing I really want to kind of just look at and test is the burst damage. We did do it a few times, but didn't really like see anything in particular. So I think we'll just grapple on, do a little bit of that, and then do his burst. And just kind of, oh wait, 70k actually? Is that? There is definitely some damage happening there. It's still like not a lot compared to his scale spiker, but it's not nothing. I mean, now because of C4, it's probably worth using at the very least. I would assume in AoE content, it's a lot better because it does have a pretty big area there. So yeah, what are we gonna do? Let's try the Fatui trio, I guess. Those are kind of my go-to for like, you know, hard thing. Okay, go Emily. I'm just gonna die though. I guess we're ready to start the rotation. Here we go, guys. You can do it. They all have their shields already, so. Here we go. I'm just gonna do his burst actually for the iframes. Oh yeah, we're already almost dead. That's sick. Can we get one spike off? Wow, so much damage through the shield. That's crazy. You know what? I'm happy with that. I'm gonna leave now, guys. Oh, the frost guy, obviously, because we have a bunch of pyro, did have his shield removed at one point. Dang, he do be having C6 Eonsan also though. C2 Verissa as well. What a Chad with her signature weapon. Let's go. Because I was poking through his account, to be honest, and you know, I thought anyone with a C6 exclusive here would be just a straight up whale, but that does not seem to be the case at all. In terms of exclusive 5 stars, they're almost all C0, with Verissa being an exception. There's a couple C1s here and there, like Ito, Shinha, Nuvalet, Yelan. Everyone else is C0. But honestly, I do think that's the smarter thing to do anyway. You don't need that many characters, even with Imaginarium Theater. Have just a couple of DPSs that can carry you through everything. I was going to log off to go to my own account, but I'm not sure we need to come back here, so I'm going to do this real quick. I can't believe I remembered. We're on my account now. This was my kind of old Kinich team before I replaced Bennett with Yansan. So I guess we'll start with that and see if Yansan, you know, because she has Cinder City and all, changes that. Mawika we could also replace. We just can't really do Pyro MC because I never raised. Probably not really fair to have Mawika there though. I mean, sure, just for now we'll throw Dia in there. I also have R1 Sig. I don't think my set's that bad. Well, let me just look at it. Oh my god, I have 600 less attack. Why do I have 600 less attack? I'm not even guaranteed to crit, but my crit damage isn't that much lower. I mean, yeah, 4 talent levels, 3 talent levels. That might be the first crown I've given to a Natlin character, actually. I do plan to triple crown Verissa, probably soon, actually. But yeah, I'm apparently very stingy with them. So whatever, I want to see what mine can do. As far as I remember, his Kinich did like 650k with that first shot. I will have a little clip here for context, but I want to at least break 500k. Maybe I just, you know, wasn't really paying attention to what mine was doing, you know. I'm sure he's strong and good as well. Right, Kinich? Right, Kinich, my boy? All right, here we go. Boom, ba-doom, boom. That's still a lot less. We should make sure we had Cinder City working. Actually, maybe we should have Yeonsan come right after Emily so that there's no risk of stuff going weird. All right, let's try that again. That should 1000% have triggered, but we're gonna check just to make sure. Yes, indeed, we got the 86 there. And Kinich time. This has gotta be it. 418 again. Okay, so I guess Deepwood probably did work the first time also. I probably said Deepwood, I meant Cinder City. I think the main difference is we do kind of have a essentially useless artifact set when we're only looking at Kinich number, which is Emily's Unfinished Reverie. But yeah, Pirate MC, good idea. Very nice unit for the team. I'm still happy with my C2 Kinich though. Just so you guys know, like, I'm not like jealous over his C6 Kinich and like he's doing like 300k more damage than mine. You're strong and you're beautiful. But all right, I suppose that'll pretty much do it. I'm glad I finally know that his C6 is not useless on single target. So, and obviously the extra damage from C6 is nice as well, even though it doesn't get combined into his big one shot. But yeah, let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Thanks as always for watching, and until next time.